David, I just want to explain to you and our viewers what happened. There was a knock at the door, and we had to scramble.
Walk around.
You see me?
Yep. Wanna go outside and get better light? Huh?
Sure, I got on the list.
Before hit the bed, out the door she goes, and one fall down the steps. In the fridge.
Stop it.
The close up. That's all fuzzy.
Come on. Andy, come on.
Oh my gosh.
Don't, Andy, I'm gonna look back at this.
They went back and now she's got 4 years of new stuff. Like I said, I can't see it. Yours back. Yeah, right. I started saying, mine's green, but now it's green.
Is that enough, Mom?
Ladies and gentlemen, our drum major, Jason Hutchison, and his two assistants, Ron Peterson and Scott Ramey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, those award-winning Bonnie Lassies. Well, it just shows we got a little separated, but it was good anyway, wasn't it? I think they're scared to death. You're the hardest people to play for in the world. We're going to try this. We have a new arrangement of the alma mater. I don't know whether it's going to sound very good or not, but we're going to try it tonight anyway, just to give us a little bit of outside flavor. Here we go. Mr. Hutchison. Turn. Move. 21, 22, 23, 24. Turn. Move. Now, next we would normally play the Star Spangled Banner, but we don't have it ready tonight. So guess what's coming next? I haven't even given them the music yet. They can play it. Here we come. Turn 8. Mark time to the end of the fanfare. That was pretty good. It was only about 50% as good as last Friday at the stadium was. And I'm not kidding. They must have first night jitters and you scared them to death. It's good to get it over with tonight. Maybe next week at the stadium will be like it was. Is that too loud, girls? No, I'm turning the volume down here, okay? I'm turning this down. Thank you. Is that better? Well, okay. I'm used to screaming at them across the field. now, Doctor. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our first football show, and many successive ones after that, we opened with an Excalibur military number. We'd like to do that for you now. Excalibur, our opening military drill. number is one of our favorites, and we think it might be one of yours. That old Beach Boy hit from the 60s, I Get Around. That old Dixieland number called Basin Street Blues. Back in the 50s, there was a great song that somebody decided to use in a movie that came out this year. It was called Ghost. The name of the song was Unchained Melody, and we used this song when the Queen and her court were introduced at homecoming. And we'd like to play that for you now. Unchained Melody. At the last home game with Huntington High, we played the next selection in the stands, and probably not very many of you heard it because we were facing the wrong way. But we really like this number. It's called Prince of Thieves from the movie Robin Hood. Us again, and we're going to do a jazz number. It's an original written for marching band. We've done it at a couple of football games, and I believe this is a jazz routine, is it not, girls? The tune is called Overdrive, so we're going to shift into overdrive and do this jazz routine. The Highlander Majorettes are always loved for their Bonnie Lassie routine. And it seems as though that we have to have a high kick routine every year. We've had one, musical instruments, and we're going to do another one for you now. This is the selection that Sandy Patty recorded, and this is arranged for band. High kick routine, Oh Magnify the Lord. Thank you very much. I'm going to take a few seconds just to give them a breath. You might call this intermission, I don't know. But we're going to give them a little breather while we talk a second, not too much, and give our band behind us a little lip rest. As you all probably have read in the newspaper, maybe you didn't because we didn't get our publicity out very early. Thanks to Kim, we did get some today. By the way, my assistant, my very able assistant, is sitting on the front row, Kim Ellis, and we're very pleased that she's with us. We started 4 years ago with something we'd like to keep as a tradition, and that is this. We'd like to find some worthy recipient, and we hope that you all feel that our two that this year that we've decided to help are very worthy. I'm not going to ask them to come down. I don't think she wants to come up anyway, but maybe we can get her to stand. As you probably read in the newspaper, we have two people who are very close to us that are waiting for kidney transplants. And it's a traumatic experience to get a phone call from Cleveland Clinic today and say, come up, or let's see if we got a match, or whatever. Kim herself has been to Cleveland Clinic. No, she didn't go. They sent for blood work, and she sent that back, and Kim's not a match for this young lady we're going to talk about in a second. Her brother has gone up with the sister. The sister is not here tonight. She called me at 6:15. She works at the post office, and she lifts 65, 75-pound mail bags. And so she doesn't have a shunt in her arm to do dialysis, and I don't think she wants to do that because she's afraid she'll lose her job. But at any rate, she's got a serious problem with kidneys, and they're really pretty bad. And they want to put a shunt in so they can do dialysis, and the post office, maybe she's afraid she's going to lose her job, so she's not doing that. She called me at 6:15 and said she was sorry. She tried to get off, but I guess the federal government doesn't want her to get off tonight anyway. But she's at the post office working, and her name is Susie Beard, and this is Kim's sister, and I see her mother and father here tonight, and we're very pleased to be able to. I have the other daughter, Pat. Are you here? Yes. Would you like to come up and say a word or two? Would you please stand? Pat Taylor is waiting, and I see her mom, and I see her family with her. And we have one young lady down here. Where are you? Jody. Jody's sitting on the end as her daughter. And I have the other fund on it. And we please hope, if you don't have your money with you tonight, just send it to the school. I'll get it. Spend it on my Christmas gifts. I can see for miles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, one that we just can't get out of the library. Everywhere we go, people want to see us do this next number. We're going to do Louie Louie. And if you'd like to get up through the slide with us, get grooving. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to do this one, I guess, again. Again. And again, it's Land of 1,000 Dances. And now no program of this type would be complete without a couple of other songs, and we're going to do those now. We know you love land, and I guess we'll probably do it until this place closes. And we hope you keep enjoying it. Now we're going to do Here We Come. We ask you to stay standing. If you know the words, sing along with us. Ready? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and to close our show, the famous Bonnie Lassie. Appreciate you coming. We hope that you'll remember our Christmas parade, and our Christmas concert, or our winter concert, will be here on December the 17th on Tuesday night, 7:30. We hope to see you here, and we hope you've enjoyed our One More Time concert. Let's do Bonnie One More Time.
country someday. Which makes you think, what are they learning in our nation's schools? What about the teachers, the textbooks, and the technology? Find out what needs to be done, then volunteer your skills and experience to help. The future of your community and our country rest on our kids. So do the smart thing. Go back to school.
Key Centurion Bank shares a The More You Know partner dedicated to excellence in education. Win with Cash 25. Fridays at 6:59.
It's the highlight of the entire band year. With the football game performances long gone and the jazz and pep band years over, it's time for 22 of the area's top bands and over 1,200 musicians to stomp their feet and harmonize one last time as they proudly march down 4th Avenue in Huntington in a festive display of sound and sight. At downtown Huntington, where today the 57th annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade is about to kick off. Hi, I'm Tony Cavalier, along with the lovely and talented Heather Hartley. And hey, Heather, we've got 22 of the area's best bands ready today.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, if you remember last year, the weather just kept threatening rain. We weren't sure if we were going to get soaked or not, but aside from a little bit of wind here today, it looks like things are going to go pretty well.
More like a lot of wind today, but sunshine is in the forecast, so let's look at your conditions. These are the ones I'm projecting for noontime when the bands are walking down 4th Avenue. Sunny skies, temperature right now is 78. It'll be 81 by the end of the parade. At least the humidity's low, so the band members who've got those heavy instruments to carry and those heavy uniforms, they won't have to worry about the high humidity, and the winds are gusty. Right now, 10 up to 25 miles per hour in downtown Huntington. Heather?
Thanks, Tony. The anticipation is building here in downtown Huntington for the 57th annual Band Festival Parade. It's about to get underway, as you can see. As Tony tells us, though, today's march down 4th Avenue is really the climax of an entire week of activity.
Their music is honed and their choreography perfected. So right about now, their anticipation is sky high as they line up on 4th Avenue. After all, for the seniors, it's time to march with their school colors for the last time.
Since I'm the assistant drum major, it's kind of a thrill, and then again, it's kind of a sad occasion because you realize that it's going to be your last time, and you're kind of nostalgic about it.
Exciting, but yet it'll be full of tears and a lot of memories.
But the Band Festival is more than just a parade. It starts on Thursday, when all area band members, those who have excelled all year, are organized into concert and symphonic bands. Conductor Lessa Fleming eagerly accepted the challenge of grooming these up-and-coming musicians into a harmonious unit.
The students come in, they're excited about what they're doing. They haven't played together, and we get a chance to know each other through music, which is what it's all about, I think.
After their high school bands are rated on Friday, these All-Stars give their best performance in concert Friday night at Huntington's Memorial Fieldhouse.
It's such an exciting thing, especially as a musician, Tony. I know that you know that I play the flute, and I don't know. I don't know if it's the fact that it's a parade or just all these kids coming together, and I know what this is all about. This is an incredible amount of work, and the anticipation is unbelievable. What we have here is a man headed your way. Also, we want to mention very quickly, if we might, the color guard that came through from the American Legion Post 16 in Huntington.
Of course, downtown Huntington with hundreds of people right now, and you were mentioning how parades are special for youngsters.
Oh, yeah. Don't you remember when you were little standing on the street side, you'd hear that bass drum, and you don't so much hear the bass drum, you feel the bass drum. And you can tell that in the faces of the little people when they come down through here. First band headed your way is Duval High School from Brooksville, West Virginia. year. That's quite an honor.
Of course, they're the pride of Lincoln County.
They're 50 strong. Obviously, the black and the orange. Drum major, Thomas Stowers and Crystal Mount, 2 drum majors.
What's the job of a drum major?
Oh, leadership. Drum majors are who band members look to for direction, and they lead you off on the right foot or the left foot, as the case may be.
They have a lot of savvy about them, a lot of entertainment in them, don't they?
Yeah, a good drum
Ham
major.
is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, they're hams, and they've got a lot of pomp and circumstance. That's where you find your flash.
They have outstanding musicians, including all state band members Thomas Stowers, Crystal Mounts, Samantha Huffman, Hope Allen. 50 members strong.
Duval went to University of Tennessee and West Virginia Tech for band festivals this year. Majorettes include Amy Dixon, Misty Cottle, Angela Breedlove, Carrie Breedlove, Chandra Wade, Angie Miller, and Samantha Huffman.
The Yellow Jacket Marching Band of Duval High from Lincoln County, West Virginia. Next up is the Wayne High School Pioneer Marching Band. 84 members strong. Their colors, the red, black, and white. Drum major, Stacy Osborne, Steve Hardwick.
Tony, what you're seeing there is some more of the pomp and circumstance, the Majorette Corps. Your auxiliary, see the flags in the background there?
You talked about how your heart gets pumping, I guess, when you're a spectator, but I guess each member of the band has that adrenaline flowing about this time.
Absolutely. There's a real sense of pride. Let's take a listen and see what Wayne can offer us today.
Your majorettes, Michelle Ross, Marianne Ross. We will be back with more of the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade in just a moment, so stay with us.
Stay up. And stay up to date with In the 90s. It's only weeknights at 11, and it's only on News Center 3.
Monday, getting rid of unsightly spider veins.
It is a commonly done procedure.
The pain is worth it if I can see results.
Tuesday, return of the walking stick.
In the 90s, plus the news and the team worth staying up for. Weeknights at 11, only on WSAZ News Center 3.
And we are back live with the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade. Tony Cavalier along with Heather Hartley. Heather, of course, from Chillicothe, Ohio, has marched in many a parade.
You better believe it. Starting early, seventh grade. There's a real sense of camaraderie among band members, and like we were talking about the adrenaline rush that comes along with it, you're putting your pride on the line. And that may sound silly to the adults sitting at home, but to these kids, freshman year up, band is just about everything to a lot of them.
And it all starts back in August, right?
Oh yeah.
Band camp.
It's a year-round thing for serious musicians, a year-round thing.
This is the Vincent High Marching Band.
Hey, Vincent was the grand champion, Southern West Virginia Invitational, also the grand champion of the Hurricane Invitational, and they took fourth place at James Madison Parade of Champions. There's some pride here. The band of pride. percussion section, and included among those is senior Crystal Henderson. Crystal's playing the snare drum. The Band of Pride took grand champion honors at 2 competitions this year, as we told you before. Your majorettes that you're looking at are Tara Blake, Michelle Boren, Lee Atkins, Sharita Buxton, Mandy Thomas, and Kristen Hager.
What's a competition like? You go up against other bands?
Oh yes, yes, and it's kind of a crazy thing. You've got adjudicators and judges on the field with you.
Love those uniforms.
The judges run through the ranks while you're on the field, and they mark your spot and see if you're leading off on the correct leg and if you're in exactly the place you're supposed to be in.
So it's more than just music.
Absolutely.
Lots of choreography.
Absolutely.
And I guess you're presenting a theme not only musically but visually then. The Vincent High Tiger Marching Band. We'll be back with more of the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade in just a moment.
Excuse me.
Stoney and Dave weren't the most popular guys in high school. Until they dug up a little piece of history.
A caveman?
Now they're making new friends.
Weasel! Weasel!
Impressing the girls.
Great hair.
And throwing the party of the year.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, a caveman.
All because they've got Encino Man.
Buddy.
Rated PG. Thawing May 22nd at a theater near you.
We are back with the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade. 57 years, and yet of all the regions in West Virginia, this being Region 3, Cabell, Putnam, and Wayne counties, this is the only region that has a parade that culminates Band Festival Week. Since that's the case, though, invitations are extended to schools in Boone County, Logan County, Mingo County. That's why we're seeing such a diverse number of bands from 7 different counties today.
You know, Tony, I think it's important that people understand that, like you said, this is an invitational band festival, but the primary purpose of the festival is a state requirement. All schools' bands must have a rating through adjudication as a concert band, and what that means is they have to come here, and they go through that couple-day process of being judged so that they can participate as bands throughout the rest of the year. And this, what you're seeing now, that's the fun stuff, the icing on the cake.
This is the Winfield High Marching Band, the Marching Generals. 55 members strong. I love those majorettes. Outstanding musicians include Jamie Adkins, who won the University of Tennessee Honor First Band, and Richard Bergrup, also a University of Tennessee Honor Second Band recognition. What's a majorette do, Heather?
Majorette? Majorette is...
Besides smile.
I was going to say, it's a pomp and circumstance. But a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of athleticism involved in that as well. Both majorettes today go to week-long camps in the summertime, and their practices start as early, if not earlier, than the band practices do. You ever tried to twirl a baton?
Never.
It's not as easy as it looks. It's one of those things, the trick is to make it look easy.
The green and white of Winfield High.
Looking like blue and white here. Oh, you know what?
I'm colorblind. The blue
You know
and
what
white.
they've done? That's Hamlin. Folks. Somebody, we got us out of order here. Hamlin got excited, I guess, and had to get a jump on things.
Next up, Buffalo Wayne marching band.
Are we sure about? We're sure about this, huh?
Blame it on me.
The bison. They don't look like bison. I've never seen a bison that agile.
Majorette, Sally Pricer, Amy Maynard, Tiffany Johnston, Vanessa Smith, Amber Street, and Stephanie Taylor. I would imagine that the Flag Corps and the Majorettes have a difficult time today with the flags and with the batons, of course, with the wind.
Absolutely. Somebody's got a fan there. Buffalo is led by Dale Riley. He's the bandmaster. They're double A's high school. The Flag Corps you're seeing here now: Michelle Brumfield, Jessica Burton, Natalie Davis, Alice Haney, Jennifer Holland, Lisa Lawson, Lucia Michaels, Kelly Mitchell, Jody Murphy, and Lisa Rowe. Well, that LeMay really looks pretty in the sun. Guess who this is, folks?
No, I'm afraid to say.
This.
Should we do
This is
Hamlin,
Winfield. And they are, in fact, the green and white, the marching generals. Bandmaster, Scott Woodard. With us today from Putnam County, West Virginia.
Seniors marching today, Heather. Is this a special day? Is this a sad day?
My guess would be they're a little more excited than sad. Sad will come with graduation when the final realization hits that it's all over with. But this is a chance to do a lot of things. Drum major there giving a salute. Yeah, what you're seeing here is a little tougher than the average marching band in a confined space like that. Let's hear what Winfield has to offer us today. Having 55 members in their marching band. I think we can say a lot about it for the fact that there's a lot of brass, a lot of trumpets. You know, we piccolo players from way back, we didn't make a lot of noise, just a high noise.
And we'll be back with more of the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade in just a moment.
It's Olivia versus Denise.
We're gonna go to church.
God wants me to go to the zoo.
You are up against the ultimate opponent, a determined child. She'll come to you and she'll say she's too sick to go to church. Then she'll say she has nothing to wear.
Denise?
Yes?
Guess what?
What?
I have a stomachache.
I think it's the zoo flu.
Weekdays at 5 on WSAZ.
This crowd today, Tony, and look at all the strollers. You see the little kids. I noticed one just a few minutes ago marching and clapping. They can't wait till they get older, and that's exactly how I was. I couldn't wait to get my hands on piccolo and get involved in this activity.
Do you practice at home when you're young on a make-pretend instrument or maybe something out of a department store?
I'd usually just stole my sister's. She's a little older than I was.
How about a little harmonica? That might be the start of a youngster's
musician
musical career.
Hart's High School is headed your way from Lincoln County, West Virginia. Total number of members here, 23 from the senior high and 23 from the junior high, so they're combining the ranks, Tony.
And they're nicknamed the Lions, so I guess we should expect them to roar, right?
Majorette, Carrie Stratton, Cindy Lambert, Amanda Workman, and Trina Dingus. See the little 9 musicians here were members of the Lincoln County All-County Band. Again, another honor.
And all counties like being an all-star in the sport, right?
Absolutely.
You're the best, the cream of the crop.
You have to audition for that. Within that band, you earn your rank. Listen to her. Nice finale. Hart's getting some recognition from the crowd here.
Notice how, as the parade goes on, the youngsters and even some of the adults move more in closer to the street. They want to get actually as close as they can to the parade. Let's not forget their outstanding musicians, including Cynthia Abbott of baritone, and all-state banders, Roger Thompson. He was a feature soloist with the West Virginia Tech Quarter Band.
Listen to those taps. That's amazing. Those majorettes are helping to set the cadence for the band, along with the percussion. And of course, the Sarita Canova Wonders.
Quite a tradition at CK. This group took first place, of course, in the Huntington Downtown Holiday Parade in 1991, and they have one of the best alumni bands in America.
I know. I was
it's just a tradition at CK.
Getting ready to mention that. I think it's super neat that people in the community still take advantage of the alumni band. In fact, they do have a concert tonight, 8 o'clock.
Our own engineer, Bill Galloway, will love to hear that. He, of course, being a member of the CK alumni band. But right now, we've got the 1992 version.
The ungraduated ones. Let's listen for a minute.
30 musicians made all county on this band. Could we possibly name them all?
No,
well done, CK.
We can talk about Huntington East from our, what should we call it, the air cam from atop the West Virginia building. Up there where the wind's really blowing.
That's up in the nosebleed section.
Yes. We have the Highlanders headed your way. Beautiful.
One of my favorite bands.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they took a trip down to Epcot Center during the holidays.
Let's listen to Huntington East. What a strong sound. Hometown crowd. It's kind of appropriate this year of the Olympics.
You can, of course, see the Summer Olympics from Barcelona on WSAZ television later this summer.
A lot of pride in that band. Look at that. 135 members strong. Big band. You know, brings to mind an interesting point. We've got Huntington East, we've got Huntington, that will be consolidated. Can you imagine what that band's going to be like in a couple of years?
Rachel Robbins.
Bandmasters Bobby Wheel and Ken Ellis. Huntington session, too. The fans here along the streets bringing them home, out in the streets cheering them on.
How about their high stepping? Is that part of their routine?
Yes, it is. That's very difficult to do, especially in a fast song. Drum major Jason Hutchinson, assisted by Scott Ramey and Robbie Peterson.
Outstanding
Gorgeous
musicians.
snares.
They've had so many in all-state band. How can we name all their outstanding musicians? We'll be back with more of the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade in just a moment.
Why should you care if some kid from across town drops out of school? I'll tell you why. Because that kid and every other kid just like him is going to end up on the streets. And maybe they'll be stealing cars or dealing drugs or worse. That's why you should care about that kid across town. So get involved in your schools, because if our kids go down the tubes, we go with them.
Hehs Centurion Bank Shares, a the more you know partner, dedicated to excellence in education.
Welcome back to the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival. Heather Hartley here with Tony Cavalier. You're seeing our air cam again.
I feel like going down to 4th Avenue level and just dancing right now.
Well, you missed your chance to do the jig there with the Highlanders that just went by. We have just an incredible crowd here today. I'm sure the weather's helping us out. And I see a lot of smiling faces, especially on the little people.
And there's one that's crying over
I
there.
know.
Because he can't see.
Either that or the bass drum got to him. Sometimes that can happen, too.
57 years this band festival week activity's been going on. As we mentioned earlier, this is now the only band festival parade in West Virginia. It's the culmination, of course, of the musical year for all these students. We have well over 1,400 students who are competing today. Excuse me, not competing, right? The competition's over.
Competition's over with.
Entertaining today.
They're entertaining. Looking back earlier in the week, 13 middle school bands performed a concert on the 29th. That was an all-day thing from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And there were 15 high school bands performing at Marshall University yesterday from 8:30 to 5. And today they were back again from 8:30 this morning till 10. So they came straight from that down to here. And I know they've got to be wired.
In fact, I caught the all-area band in concert last night, the symphonic and the concert bands at the Memorial Fieldhouse.
Okay, headed your way, Buffalo, Putnam High School, Blue, White, and Gold, the Band of Blue. Buffalo has 2 field commanders, Chris Raines and Nicole Castro, 47 members strong, a single A school with a powerful sound. Buffalo Putnam sent 8 members to all-county band and 5 to the all-area band. Let's let Buffalo Putnam play for us. What you hear between the songs they play, Tony, is the band's cadence, and that's an opportunity for the percussion section to show off a little bit.
Cadence, does that mean that you are all harmonizing in a same beat, same form?
Well, the drums and the percussion, they set the beat. They are responsible for keeping everybody on the left foot. There they go. Listen to them.
Got my heart pumping.
Uh-huh, and you can tell when you're supposed to drop that left foot. See, everybody's got it. Left, left.
I guess that's the type of things they're judged on during the week.
Absolutely.
And it's important to get judged because that's how you can take your trips to Epcot Center or wherever you go during the band year.
Ooh, street cam.
Next up, we have the Hurricane High Marching Band, the Redskin Marching Band.
I do
Putnam County, the Red, White, and Blue.
Believe the alumni of WSAC's own Rodney Allen.
Four Putnam County musicians. Or the All-State Band, they came from Hurricane High.
That's quite an honor. There are 90 members in this band. They're doing an old march. Well, I remember that song. I was having a flashback there for a minute, Tony. Ooh, there's a good strong case for you.
Back when you were Sweet 16, right?
Oh, that's been years ago, it seems like.
How about their outstanding musicians? David Bowling, first chair All-State, Sarah Webb All-State, Heather Sloan, and Ann Bird, both All-Staters.
We'll be back in just a minute with more from the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival right after these messages.
The place to be.
Rose fights for her life, and the Golden Girls pull together.
Dorothy is here. Blanche is here. She wants you to get out of bed so she can use it.
But will friendship be enough to pull her through? The episode you'll never forget. And then,
Daddy's back.
a heartwarming reunion.
I never knew what I had.
On a very special Torkelson's. It's a must-see NBC Saturday.
WFAC, the place to be.
And welcome back to the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade. You are looking live at downtown Huntington, where we still have a dozen more of the best bands in the area to strut their stuff down 4th Avenue. In fact, I'm told they really don't like to hear the word strut. It's more like marching. But where I come from, you strut during a parade.
There's a little bit of strutting going on. See, the crowd still, it seems like the crowd just keeps getting bigger. Maybe they're hearing the bands and it's bringing them out of the woodwork today.
Still have a good 45 minutes of bands to go through down here in downtown Huntington.
See the little people at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen? Just, I do believe if they could get a hold of one of those batons or maybe an instrument. Now look at that. Bless her heart. Oh, she's not sure where. Here we are.
Just enjoying the sunshine.
Uh-huh.
What a day it is, compared to last year especially.
Well, guess who's headed your way now, Tony?
I'm afraid to say it.
What? This is Milton. It's Milton High School. The Greyhounds, and again, another interesting point. Here in Cabell County, there is a school consolidation underway. So Milton and Barboursville High School will consolidate into one school. And again, I think we're probably going to end up with two very powerful bands in this area within the next 2 or 3 years.
Again, band competition during the year gets pretty serious among the, you get rivalries among schools.
Just like football. Hey, Greyhounds were the first place concert band at the West Virginia Strawberry Festival. It'd be hard to carry that banner today.
Especially with a 25-mile-an-hour wind whipping down 4th Avenue.
Let's listen to the Greyhounds. direction of Bandmaster Roy Webb, drum majors Jack Runyon and Sarah Perry. 3 majorettes, Sherry Reynolds, Christina Hatfield, and Becky Mullet. So, you know, this probably will be kind of a bittersweet year for the folks, the kids at Milton and the kids at Barboursville, because it's going to be a real changing of the guard for them.
And there will be, of course, stiffer competition next year when you combine the two bands. Basically, some people are going to make the team next year, and others are going to really have to improve over the summer, I guess.
I think around here, just about everywhere that I've been, there's a place for you in the band, regardless. From Del Barton, West Virginia, the Birch Bulldogs. 52 members in this band. They are led by Mike Matney. They're from Mingo County, West Virginia, Tony.
And I guess when they say their majorettes are in the works, that means they're aspiring to have that in future years. Which is great. That means you build a small band to a big band, right?
Absolutely. You know, and you find, not to make a bad pun, but people do jump on the bandwagon if small groups got something good going. Other kids at school start paying attention to that, and they realize what kind of fun it is, and they want to get involved, and it kind of mushrooms.
Of course, Birch, coming from Mingo County, is an invitee to come today. They have not participated in the Region 3, the Cabell, Wayne, and the Putnam Band Festival activities during the week.
Birch may not have majorettes, but they've got a pretty healthy auxiliary. They had a color guard at the front bearing the Old Glory and West Virginia State flag and the school's flag. They also have a large flag corps bringing up the rear here. 12 members in that, directed by Roberta Varney.
And their outstanding musicians include George Perkins, who we just saw, all-state tuba, and Fred Baldwin, drum major. He's an all-area bandster.
Hey, there's a good vantage point. They're atop the, what do we call that, a sculpture in downtown Huntington? The stairs that lead to nowhere on the plaza here in downtown Huntington, West Virginia.
Best seats in the house.
You better believe it.
Now, many of the bands, of course, are raising money for uniforms, because uniforms are expensive, right?
It can cost a couple $100,000 if you really go all out with all the bells and whistles and you've got a big band.
Of course, you have your band booster clubs at the football games, but it takes a lot of hot dogs to sell a lot of hot dogs in order to make money for the uniforms.
A lot of hot dogs and stadium cushions. And
the West Virginia Band Festival Parade rolls on. Already our next band ready to strut down 4th Avenue from Mingo County, the Wolfpack. Williamson High Marching Band, 72 members strong, the maroon, white, and gold. Drum major, Eugene T. Thorne.
30 students in this band were all county, and 7 took first chair honors, as you see here. That's quite an accomplishment. Your first chair, say for instance you had 12 flutists, you vie for who gets to have that principal, that #1 spot.
That means you get the solo, am I right? Your majorettes, Hope Stanley, Jocelyn Sloan, Aaron Aker, and Tracy Cochran. And look at that smile.
Quite a sound coming from Williamson, West Virginia. Steve's got what it takes. Steve might end up in the Ohio State marching band there. That looks like a move the drum major up there would make.
That's if the Mountaineers will let us get away.
Williamson's got some spunk here.
Well, we said they were kicking up their heels.
Excellent job. Williamson's working on a trip to Washington, D.C. this spring or summer. And they placed, they have some outstanding musicians, including Mariana Donnelly, Greta Defoe, Sam Rose, Paul Cottle, Tim Burke, Hope Stanley, and Huda Jewell. Got some fans here, too. You hear that crowd?
They do it up big time down in Mingo County.
About that band, Tony, is that they don't carry music, and that's an additional skill that a lot of bands try to perfect.
How's that?
You have to work solely on the music before you even pick up to learn to march. You have to sit in the band room and play it over and over and over and over until it's part of your memory and it's impressed in your mind.
Practice makes perfect, right?
Here comes Tulsa, the Rebel Band. Tulsa's got quite a reputation. State champion cheerleaders, just oodles of years in a row, and here comes the band. From Fort Gay, West Virginia, 53 members strong.
Blue, orange, and white of Southern Wayne County, the Marching Rebels. Pretty Majorettes. Amy Thompson, Christina Linville, Cindy Sullivan, Angel Chandler, and Ruth Hundley.
9 of these musicians represented Tulsa at the University of Tennessee Honors Jam program. That's, the UT program is a pretty big deal for musicians in this area. It's quite an honor to get to go there. A little Western flavor here. Kind of makes you want to rustle the Dougies, doesn't it?
Days of the Wild Wild West, right? What do you think the banditos from the old Western days would think of our modern-day marching band?
But what is that? There's those ladies are strutting. The Wildcats.
I'd call it dancing at its best, by the way.
Uh-huh. So it's more than just twirling a baton. Well, the Guyan Valley Wildcat Band is wearing new uniforms this year, and they still need help to finish paying.
Just send your blank checks, right? The Guyan Valley High School Virginia Band Festival Parade. In just a moment, so stay with us.
Hollywood Pictures presents Encino Man. After a million years chilling in a block of ice, he's got a few things to learn.
Whoa! We gotta teach you how to be normal. No, we're going psycho with him.
Now he's adapting to his new surroundings, sampling new snacks, and making new friends.
Go Fungus. No! Hey.
Encino Man.
I think he was saying he likes your cones.
Rated PG, thawing May 22nd at a theater near you.
Welcome back. The 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival here in Huntington underway. Live, looking at downtown Huntington. Boy, Tony, there's your weather shot.
Sun splashed.
Hey, there's a nice
and
seat.
gusty.
That would be great to be just pushed around all day and sit back and enjoy the ride.
And enjoy music from 22 of the area's best bands, right?
I wonder if she's going to be in the band when she grows up. She looks like a piccolo player to me, huh?
What's it take to be a good piccolo player? A strong set of lips?
Well, yeah. Puckerability, Tony.
Okay. Show me. Next up is the Man High School Marching Band from Logan County, 60 members strong. And as always, the boys outnumbered by the girls, 2 to 1. Good ratio for the boys.
See, that's why guys like to be in band.
That's right. The Hillbillies.
Planning to head to Virginia Beach for a festival there in May. See, that's great. Play your instrument and catch some rays at the same time.
Jump in the ocean. Water temperature in May, about 60 degrees. A little cool.
The Man Hillbillies. Drum major T.J. Sugg. Melissa Bailey assists TJ. Majorette's Angela Ellis, Amanda Justice, who's co-captain. Brandy Statzer, Michelle Murray, and Edie Busey. The featured twirler here is Chastity Barker, and that's another interesting concept. I think it's neat how well, we won't say how many years, but about 10 years ago, you couldn't find twirlers. What you found were auxiliaries and drill teams and things like that, but the majorettes are coming back. Let's listen to Man. Happy days are here again. The featured twirler there, Tony, set apart by her different uniform. She usually gets to strut just a little bit more than the other strutters.
And she earns that, right? Through competition.
Absolutely.
Presidential scholarship. So no doubt he'll be performing more in concert as he moves on to become a mountaineer.
And WVU turns out some excellent musicians. Last week I did a story with the Glenn Miller Orchestra, a WVU graduate playing trumpet for Glenn Miller, for the band there this year.
We all know, of course, the Band of Pride up in Morgantown. Just joining us, we are live at the 57th Annual West Virginia Band Festival Parade, where 22 of the area's best bands are performing one last time as they march down 4th Avenue. We say that because this basically is the end of the musical year for these youngsters in high school. For seniors, of course, it's last time they'll march with their school colors. And next up we have the Scott High School Skyhawk marching band from Madison, West Virginia. They've come up from Boone County as an invitee to this Region 3 Band Festival Parade.
32 members in the Boone County All-County Band. 8 took first chair honors. Again, quite an honor.
Black and gold, no doubt the pride of Boone County. Majorettes, Melissa Ramsey, Tony Williams, Dawn Felty, Sarah Halsted.
That's a cool majorette right there.
Now that's part of what they're presenting visually, am I right?
Well, either that or the sun's in her eyes. I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to catch that baton if you got the sun in your face.
And that must have been Kelly and Dolan then.
They're all wearing sunglasses. You're looking at the flag corps?
And the wind whipping down 4th Avenue, gusting past 25 miles an hour. Right now we're listening to a version of Phantom of the Opera from the Scott Skyhawks, so let's enjoy it.
Anything goes musically as far as bands are concerned. You'll find that was Phantom of the Opera, obviously, big Broadway smash. That's kind of popular to do marching band arrangements, and individual directors may rewrite something to suit the individual band director's needs. If you've got heavy brass section, you want to play that up. Some bands stick to the old John Philip Sousa stuff.
And you've mentioned before that in a band festival parade, it's very much like an Olympic ice skater. After the competition, it's like an exhibition now.
Uh-huh. Pressure's off here. This is just for fun. Yeah. Hometown heroes. Huntington High School, the Pony Express. I live not too far from them on the park at Ritter Park. And I've heard them practice every day in the summertime. 40 awards this marching season. That's
they practice twice a day because I catch them when I'm going into to work around 2:30.
You catch them too?
Yeah.
You used to wake me up at 7:30 in the morning.
And I'm wearing their, of course, hat right now. The Pony Express marching band.
Yeah, who'd you snitch that from? In fact, the Pony Express helped us out with a lot of our backdrops today. We've got a rifle here, although I won't twirl it. Several flags. The Pony Express is headed to Hollywood, Tony. Why don't you tell them about that?
Oh. It's no wonder. Well, they've got some of the sharpest uniforms going.
Oh, we're hearing a version of Mac the Knife here.
And then 1992 version of Huntington High, 1992-93, has been invited to the 61st annual Christmas Parade in Hollywood. Chosen from over 450 applications.
Only 6 bands were selected to do that. That's quite an honor.
say they're having fun.
This is hometown crowd. Again, interesting to consider that this band will be combined with the Highlanders from Huntington East. Can you imagine the company front they'll present?
Instead of All State, how about All World?
Majorette, Melissa Meadows, Mary Beth Morrison, Kathy Reed, Terry Downham, Tim Hill, Tasha Eames, Amy Rude, Trish Kelly, Leslie Gallion, Terry Booth, and Amy Steele.
In fact, they were one of only 2 bands in yesterday's judging to receive a superior rating.
Well, I can tell you that the Pony Express is a hard-working band because I have first-hand witnessed.
They've been your alarm clock many a day.
They start. It won't be long after graduation this year before next year's band is together and over on that field marching already.
So they won't wait for August.
No, they won't.